Welcome to the 5-Minute Prime Podcast. Quick, actionable tips to master personal finance and real estate investing. In just 5 minutes a day, we'll help you build wealth and achieve financial freedom. Hey Prime Investors, Martin Maxwell here, and welcome back to the final episode of our series on the quiet zoning revolution. Over the past 2 weeks, we've established the why and the how of accessory dwelling units. In episode 89, we uncovered the massive legislative shifts creating this opportunity. In episode 90, we gave you the tactical playbook to get your first ADU built, from feasibility to financing. You now have the tools to turn a single backyard into a cash-flowing rental. But the savviest investors are already thinking bigger. They're not just adding one unit. They're creating small-scale multifamily properties on lots that were, until recently, restricted to a single home. Today, we explore the advanced strategies, from stacking units to splitting lots, that are redefining residential real estate. This is how you scale. Let's get into it. Most investors getting into this space stop at one ADU. But in many areas, the law allows you to go further. This is where you gain a significant advantage by truly mastering your local ordinance, a point we touched on in our last episode. The first advanced strategy is what I call the unit stack, combining a detached ADU with a junior ADU, or JADU. So what's a JADU? A junior ADU is a smaller unit, legally defined as being under 500 square feet, created within the existing footprint of the main house. Think of converting a master bedroom that has its own exterior door, adding a small efficiency kitchen with a sink, cooking appliance, and a small fridge. It's a self-contained living space, but it's carved out of the existing structure. Here's the play. Many jurisdictions, especially in California, now allow a property to have one detached ADU, your backyard cottage, and one JADU. Suddenly, that single-family property is now a legal triplex. You control 3 distinct units on one piece of land: the main house, the detached ADU, and the JADU. Let's talk about the numbers, because the ROI on a JADU can be astronomical. While a new detached ADU can cost, as we discussed, upwards of $300,000, a JADU conversion can often be completed for under $75,000. You're not building a new foundation or structure, you're reconfiguring existing space. Yet that JADU in a market like San Jose or Los Angeles could rent for $1,500 to $2,000 a month. You're adding a significant income stream for a fraction of the cost of a full ADU, dramatically increasing your total cash flow and the property's overall value. This is the definition of maximizing the value of an asset you already control. The ADU/JADU stack is a powerful cash flow play. But the next strategy is how you manufacture a real estate empire. This is the most powerful tool enabled by recent zoning reform, and again, the epicenter for this is California with Senate Bill 9, also known as the Home Act. Let's be clear, this is a full-blown development play. SB 9 allows most owners of a single-family lot to do one of two things: build a duplex on their lot, turning it into a 2-unit property. Or, and this is the game changer, split their lot into 2 separate, legally distinct parcels, which can then be developed and sold independently. The ultimate investor strategy combines these provisions to turn one property into 4. Here's the step-by-step of how an investor executes the SB 9 Fourplex play. Step 1, the acquisition. You identify and purchase a qualifying single-family home on a decent-sized lot, typically over 7,000 square feet, in a city that doesn't have prohibitive local restrictions. Your due diligence on the specific local rules is non-negotiable. Step 2, the lot split. You work with a civil engineer and the city to process an urban lot split under SB 9. This divides your single parcel into 2 new, smaller lots. You now own 2 side-by-side pieces of land. Step 3, the development. On each of these new lots, you are now legally entitled to build a duplex. So on Lot A, you build 2 units. On Lot B, you build 2 units. Now the result, where there was once one single-family home, there are now 4 individual units. You have effectively manufactured a small apartment building on land that was previously locked for a single home. You now have ultimate flexibility. You can hold all 4 units as a cash-flowing rental portfolio, or you can sell each unit off individually, potentially to 4 different home buyers. Let's look at the high-level numbers. This is a capital-intensive strategy. you might buy a property for $1 million. The lot split and construction of 3 additional units might cost another $1.2 million. So you're all in for $2.2 million. But in a strong market, the final value of those 4 individual units could be $3.5 million or more. You've created over $1 million in equity through a strategic development play made possible entirely by zoning reform. It is the Burr method, which we covered in episode 35 on an institutional scale. It is high risk, but it is also exceptionally high reward. As we look at these advanced strategies, a new model for residential investing emerges. Success in this new landscape of gentle density comes down to what I call the ABCs. A is for accessibility. The best properties for these strategies are often corner lots or lots with alley access. Why? Because it simplifies construction access, and more importantly, it allows you to create separate private entrances and yard space for each new unit, making them far more desirable to renters or future buyers. B is for building costs. The single biggest headwind in today's market is the rising cost of construction and labor. The future belongs to investors who can master efficient building. This means leveraging pre-approved city plans, using modular or prefabricated components where possible, and building deep relationships with reliable contractors to control costs and timelines. Your ability to manage a construction budget is now just as important as your ability to analyze a deal. C is for cities. While states like California and Washington are passing these powerful pro-housing laws, some local cities are still fighting back with creative obstacles and administrative delays. My point of view is this: the smart investor will focus their energy and capital on pro-growth cities, the ones that have embraced this new reality and offer streamlined, predictable permitting processes. Don't fight City Hall. Find a City Hall that wants to be your partner. And that brings our series to a close. The future of residential real estate isn't just about buying existing assets. For the prepared investor, it's about creating new ones. The strategies we discussed today, the ADU/JADU stack and the SB9 lot split, are the new frontier of value-add real estate. They represent a fundamental shift from passive ownership to active development. They are not for everyone. They require capital, expertise, and a tolerance for complexity. But for those willing to do the work, these new laws have unlocked the potential to build wealth in a way that was simply impossible 5 years ago. This is the expand phase of our prime framework in its most literal form. So, your final challenge for today: train your brain to see this hidden potential everywhere. The next time you're on Zillow or Redfin, I want you to find one active single-family listing in your target market that's on a larger lot, say over 7,000 square feet. Spend 10 minutes analyzing it with this new lens. Forget the house for a moment. Look at the land. Could it fit an ADU? Does it have alley access? Is it a corner lot? Could the lot potentially be split? Training your mind to spot this untapped potential is the skill that will set you apart in the coming decade. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Martin Maxwell. Keep learning, stay strategic, and keep building one smart move at a time.